Welcome back to Houston Life. You know, the holidays can be especially tough for children entering foster care, many of whom arrive with very little. And that is where BEAR, the nonprofit, steps in to provide comfort and support. KPRC2 is proud to support the Bearing Gifts Toy Drive, and Kendall Pierce is here as a representative to share how our donations can really make a difference. Welcome to Houston Live, Kendall.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. And let's tell people what BEAR stands for and a little bit about the mission of this nonprofit.
Yeah, of course. So BEAR, it stands for Be a Resource, and we just provide hope and help to CPS-involved youth. So those kiddos that maybe don't always feel seen or heard, we want to just provide extra support and comfort to them and just help them during a very traumatic time in their lives.
Absolutely. And you know, it's such a juxtaposition because there's kids right now that are making their Christmas lists, that are telling their parents what they want to eat. And these kids are not in a position where they can even know where if they're going to even get a Christmas. So let's talk about the toy drive and what types of things you guys really need right now.
Yeah, well, we serve children of all ages across the greater Houston area. So we're in Harris County, but we serve the 12 surroundings. So we're down in Galveston, up in Conroe, Fort Bend, Brazoria counties, all these kids. And we served last year 29,000, hoping to break 30,000 this year. And it's just all ages. So we need those cute little newborn rattles and stacking toys, stuff for our teens, headphones, speakers, just really honestly anything kids want for Christmas.
And you know, we're seeing some warehouse pictures right now, quite the team of volunteers moving all this stuff. Why does it matter? How does it make a difference? You're someone that's been volunteering with this organization since you were in middle school, and now as an adult, why does this stuff really make a difference?
It's just so big to remind these kids that they are not forgotten, that they're seen, that there's still someone in their corner who's rooting for them. Because I mean, everyone wants some holiday cheer at the end of the year, and we'll sometimes see kids ask for stuff as simple as a toothbrush on their wish list.
Wow.
Or we'll see kids ask for maybe a doll to give their younger sister to make sure that their sister receives something. So we just want to make sure that all of these kids remember that there is someone rooting for them and to be able to give them really just holiday cheer at the end of the year.
What is the Heart Gallery? Because I saw that was mentioned on the website. What is the Heart Gallery?
So our Heart Gallery program, it's one of my favorite programs. It's all about just uplifting children who are legally available for adoption and just bringing more general awareness about the system to the public. So we'll take them somewhere fun like the zoo or the aquarium, put their photos up throughout the community, and then hopefully they find their forever families.
These are kids that are looking for a permanent home.
Yes.
These are kids who are essentially trying to find a place where they can thrive and live and not be worried about having to go to the next place. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so many of the kids when they enter the system, the goal is always to reunify them with their biological families, and courts work very closely. Tons of professionals are working to help make that happen, but that's not always a possibility. So programs like the Heart Gallery are designed to just help them find that forever loving family. Since the program launched in 21, we've seen 152 kids get adopted, including 2 siblings today. So it was a very happy day at the office for us this morning to see that news come in.
2 siblings got adopted and they get to stay together and have that part of their family integrate into their forever family.
Yes, they get to stay together and still be a family and start this next chapter in their lives.
And that's why you do it, right? For people watching at home, I mean, there are viewers out there and there are people that we all know that have so much love to give. For people who are maybe considering adopting or maybe not even considering it, but watching this, what would you want a viewer to know?
Well, there's tons of different ways to be involved, and I know not everyone is in a position to be able to foster or adopt. So just donating resources to these kids is huge. Volunteering with organizations like BEAR, but also so many great other organizations throughout the community, maybe in the form of mentorship, is huge for these kiddos. You can learn more about that on our website, bearesourcehouston.org. We have all of our volunteer opportunities, ways to donate financially, and then also tangible items as well.
Okay, and people that are considering adopting or just curious, they can join in on an info session that'll give them like frequently asked questions, things that people always want to know, right?
Yes, yeah, we host virtual and in-person info sessions that just cover all of the basics. So those requirements, those questions, those basic expectations, that type of stuff.
Virtual is great, especially in weather like this. So if you're at home, you know, and you're curious, go check out the website. Let's talk about the toy drive because this runs through December 15th. Last year, as you mentioned, more than 29,000 children were helped and you know, brought holiday cheer to. How does this work? Where can you drop off these toys?
So there's tons of different locations. American Furniture Warehouse has partnered, and they've been incredible to host toy drives where you can drop off stuff. There's also places like Tide Cleaners and Gulf Coast Blood Center that all have toy drop-offs. And then, of course, you can bring them to Bear's Warehouse, any new unwrapped toys for all ages.
Okay, and Nava Law Group, as you saw on the flyer there in Bel Air, accepting those unwrapped toys. American Furniture Warehouse, there's locations in Katy, Conroe, Webster, and then KPRC2 Studios, monetary donations and Amazon wish list purchases are also available for those people who like to stay online, and you can look at some of those wish lists. Tell me about something, we're a little tight on time, but what is the biggest impact that you have felt that you could share? What kind of experience you've had with Bear?
Of just seeing those kids' face light up when they realize, oh wow, I was able to get my favorite Pokemon stuffed animal that I never thought I'd have a chance to have again. So just seeing the joy on those kids' faces when they realized not only was my voice heard and I got what I actually wanted for Christmas, but someone's in my corner and looking out for me still.
Just really spreading Christmas joy. Okay, Kendall Pierce, thank you so much. Guys at home, don't forget you can drop off a new unwrapped toy through December 15th. Or Kendall was telling me during the break, monetary donations, those are a huge help. You can make a donation online. Head to our website, HoustonLife.tv, click the Seen on HL section for more information, and that'll tell you all about how you can support BEAR, which is an acronym for Be a Resource.